Whoa, there we are.
That was a burp, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a short circuit in the technical throat area.
Yes.
All right, we're back.
Wayne is, during intermission, Wayne shattered his abbreviator, so he's having a little bit of trouble operating things here today, but that's okay.
Yes, I had a visit. Anyway,
well, it's time for what I can only describe as a match that in the wrestling business people would call stiff. That's because Gregor Petrov and Emperor Void are about to beat each other up for real.
Well,
I'm not joking, Wayne. I've seen both of them wrestle. They're both stiff as hell.
why is Petrov wearing an American flag?
Maybe he's just going to mock the United States here. It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm wearing his shirt. He's going to mock my...
and he wipes his butt with the American flag. Unbelievable.
I'm ready to take this shirt off and show my white chest.
Your burnt chest.
It's not burnt yet.
I am completely tan all over. Can you believe that? I do that all on my own. With the sun.
I'm as white as the table in front of us.
And guess who we have joining us here at ringside at the commentator's table for CouvRadio.com.
The kitty savior.
The savior of many a pussy in the Northwest. Heartthrob. Are you Heartthrob Eric Hansen? Are you the Northwest franchise Eric Hansen? Or are you the Northwest French fries? Yeah, you're not coming through. No, Wayne's not going to turn you up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That
Okay.
is not cool. Okay, I already got chased to the back. I had a CW ripping my shirt off.
I saw that.
He owes me a new shirt, by the way.
And I
don't dress cheap.
I promised all the fans that I would try to go back into my archives and find the VHS tape with you beating him for the belt back in '92. I remember that.
August of '92. So I took out the grappler in '96.
You did,
Roddy Piper the year after that in the showmanship match. And then Colonel De Beers and Demolition Crush and Brian Adams in the three-way.
And Scott Peterson.
See, it's a laundry list. Okay.
I do believe you wrestled the ghost of Buddy Rose.
No, I wrestled the real thing back in, 04, 05, something like that.
You did. Wrestled a hot dog right out of his hands.
And that wasn't easy.
No,
okay.
it wasn't. And here we have two rough and tumble individuals in the ring. And I know you've been in the ring with both of these gentlemen, if I'm not mistaken, Eric.
Well, first of all, gentleman's not really what you want to call him, but yeah, I was in both. I've been in the ring with both those guys.
And would you agree that the best word to describe these gentlemen is stiff?
Void in a different way than Petrov. Petrov kind of gets overly excited.
He does. He gets angry. He's a very passionate young Russian.
Void's the kind of guy who's going to punch you in the mouth and
want you to do it back.
Oh yeah. Petrov, I understand. I mean, Petrov. When I wrestled him, he was still green. I mean, he's a lighter shade right now, but he was green. He was fantastico.
And I've noticed Dave Hollenbeck, who I know that you remember from the NWWA days.
Oh yeah.
Here promoting HPG Pro. Have you gone to an HPG Pro show yet, Eric?
No, I'm not traveling that far.
Okay. But I know you do travel down to Roseburg.
I travel down to Roseburg, yes.
Eventually you'll be defending your NWA Pacific Northwest heavyweight title down there, if I'm not mistaken.
As long as the boss understands what a wrestling show is.
Well, it's kind of rare to see a wrestler in the Northwest nowadays.
Especially
the
in
caliber
Roseburg.
of Eric Hansen.
Especially in Roseburg. Roseburg, all you have is teenagers, drunks, and hillbillies. And most of the time, they just all wind up in the same
Sounds like my kind of party.
Yeah, well, you don't want a Roseburg party.
There ain't no party like a Roseburg party.
Oh, let me tell you what, there's not. There's not a time when you wake up in Roseburg and wonder why the hell you're still in Roseburg.
I've been there. This is true. Void getting ready to pounce now.
I was going to ask you if he was praying. And why is the ref checking and triple checking Petrov? I mean,
Petrov's
I watched Scythe take away the battery cables. I mean, what else does he have in his repertoire?
Never trust a Russian.
Especially when they can't spell Russia. I mean, look, the other S and the I and the A is missing.
Yes. He's a Roo, though.
Isn't the slur name for them Ruskies?
Actually, Ruski is not offensive. That's actually what they call each other. They're Ruskis.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it's like the Canadians calling each other hosers?
I think it's a little different, like Canucker, like a Canuck.
Oh, okay.
I like
See,
calling a Roma a gypsy.
or a Carlson.
So Eric Hansen, when your foot is healed after rescuing that beautiful little kitty cat that you were so kind to rescue,
Yeah.
you are going to get in the ring with C.W. Bergstrom.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and you are going to defend the NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title that you claim to have ownership
Oh,
of.
it's not a claim. Did you see me walk out with the belt on?
You do have the belt.
Okay. So did you or did you not hear C.W. Bergstrom authenticate the title around my waist?
He did authenticate the belt. That
Okay.
is the NWA Pacific Northwest title.
It is.
I have checked with the National Wrestling Alliance. You are sanctioned to hold that belt.
Thank you very much. I have took it off him back in '92.
Yes.
I defended it.
Was that
against
July
the
or
graphic-
August of '92?
It was August.
That's what I thought.
It was August. It was right before my birthday. That's how I remember.
Back when Sandy was promoting Portland Wrestling. I remember that, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was just a few short months after Dawn closed down.
Yeah, just a couple.
That's why it wasn't on TV. Otherwise, boom.
You
have
were
been all
about to
over it.
catapult to superstardom, but, the fates were against you.
It's all on my Wikipedia page, people. I have links. I have pictures. Once you find the footage, we'll have video footage up there. All on the wiki page.
And here we see Gregor Petrov now just punching Void in the face as hard as he can, and that's what you can expect from this match right now.
Yeah, this isn't going to be a wrestling match. This is a fight.
This is a fight. And I don't know who to put my money on because both of them are mean, nasty individuals.
And they both go back and forth. I mean, honestly. Even look, he thinks he's cool. He's taking a breather real quick before he kicked the rope and hurt his leg.
Yeah, Petrov is definitely taking the lead in this fight.
And taking his time. And that's why Void comes back. 'Cause
Exactly.
Void being the, I don't want to use, veteran or legend or anything like that loosely, but
A journeyman.
being the,
He's a journeyman.
the more seasoned individual in the ring,
Sure.
he's going to take advantage. And now he's throwing haymakers.
See, this is just a tough match. This is just two guys beating each other up.
That's just a throwdown. Elbows after elbows.
And I think Dave Hollenbeck better be paying attention to this because he might have a couple recruits for HPG Pro.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Oh, no, he's biting him.
That's mean.
That's dirty. You don't know where that head's been. Oh, he's...
Tells T-Rex, referee Rexy Classic, to blow. There's a lot of activity going on here in front of the commentators table. It's
There's
a little
bubbles.
distracting.
It's like a traffic nightmare in front of us.
And it doesn't help with Bob just standing there right in
With
our
the table up
side
his
of
butt.
vision
in the
there.
middle of the action.
Horrible.
Is that
And
even
he's
really Bob?
also deaf. Yes, it is Bob.
Oh, hey, Bubbles. Bubbles. Well, I don't know your real name, so...
You need to learn how to talk to the ladies better, Eric.
No, I don't. I have a plethora of ladies
That's true.
at my disposal.
A harem.
Yeah. Do you not understand plethora?
I do understand what a plethora is.
That means many.
I know it means many. You have a Googleplex of women. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
That's why you were the heartthrob.
Oh, I still am. I just like the franchise better because it gets me more attention.
I guess so, yeah.
And let me tell you what, it also causes a little bit of tension amongst other wrestlers who think that I dirtily and underhandedly just stole the moniker. In which I did, but...
Well, you wouldn't be the first guy in the Northwest to steal somebody else's moniker without permission.
Right? That outlaw guy did it.
That's right. That guy sucks anyways, though. Whatever.
Yeah, he used to be cool.
Yeah, he was all right for a minute.
Oh, there you go. Stomping. Putting all of his weight on that knee.
And Void is in big trouble. Petrov's star is on the rise here in BCW, in my opinion.
Yeah, he just needs to get the right alliance, and I think he'll go places.
He's got to get rid of Damon Scythe. BCW needs to get rid of Damon Scythe.
Excuse me, but Petrov cannot get rid of Damon Scythe. Petrov is the only guy I've ever seen throw a ginormous tantrum, tell the booker to F off, flip him off, walk out the door, and all of a sudden he's in main eventing for the Northwest title. That dude is brilliant. Petrov goes nowhere.
I'm surprised you actually haven't hooked up with Petrov a little bit more in the back and hung out.
Well, you know what? I might buy him a rock star.
Well, if you buy him a rock star and have him watch your back, he might keep that belt around your waist.
I think I might do that.
Not to say you couldn't keep. I mean,
No,
you kept that belt around your waist
Absolutely.
since '92, baby.
Exactly.
22 years.
22 years I've been champion. 22 years. And once you find the footage of me and Rip Oliver, dude, let me tell you what. Top Gun. Even back when he was the assassin.
I've noticed that a lot of people don't remember that you were in Buddy Rose's army.
I was.
I have the footage. I can show this footage to people if they asked for it.
Yep. I give a lot of credit for being Colonel De Beers' protege, but honestly, all he did was just polish me up, man.
Sure, absolutely. But what a man to be polished by.
Oh, absolutely. The king of psychology. No one has psychology like Colonel De Beers.
Maybe Almadrill.
Oh, yeah. But Almadrill's dead.
That's it, yeah.
You can even ask him.
You can't. Yes, that's true.
5 minutes gone. 5 minutes gone.
5 minutes into this match, and now Void's coming back. What is he trying here?
Maybe going for a Death Valley driver?
No, he's going for the... Oh!
And
Petrov
Petrov
walks out of
throws him off.
That
I love it.
didn't work.
Petrov has been scouting him. They've had a great series of matches here in Blue Collar Wrestling over the last few months.
This tells you the strength and the determination of Void. Void's had his knee beaten all match long, but he still had the gumption to lift Petrov up on his shoulders and spin around before Petrov even threw him away.
But I am going to say, I don't think he's manly enough to actually jog 3 miles to save a kitten's life
excuse
after
me.
having been hit by a car.
No, I was jogging 10 miles, and the 9.5 mark is when I found the kitten.
I know, but then you had to jog the 3 miles,
3
to,
miles
the vet.
And then the 5 miles to the hospital.
Exactly.
In order to get this thing checked out.
Then the 6 miles back to the vet to check on him.
And that's why
Right.
he is the NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, and you're not, Rip and
That's
Rochet.
right.
Exactly.
And I think Void is dead. I think that someone has finally succeeded in killing Emperor Void in the ring. I knew it
doing
would
the
only be a
count.
matter of time.
I don't know. What is up with the little toe shoes that he wears? Do you see that? He looks like a Ninja Turtle feet.
He's part Chinese.
Okay.
People don't know that about Void. Part Chinese, part Nephilim.
Oh, that's where the Emperor comes in then.
Exactly.
Okay. Just wanted to be clear.
We're on a 7 count. They're both down on the mat.
Yeah, Void's on his feet. Kind of. Petrov is a little bit wobbly. Into the corner he goes. Void's telling him to bring it on.
Void's a
but
little wobbly,
Void's-
too.
Now they're both taking a rest.
Both taking a break. Breather.
Warming it up. And Void is looking evil. Petrov's coming towards him. Oh, my goodness. And they collide in some sort of a, I don't know, maybe
Botch.
bunk bed kids playing around incident. Oh, he's trying for the.
Trying to get him, but his knee is in trouble, and Petrov just pounding on his head.
Oh, and then it tries for a gut shot and a kick to the face.
It was a light kick,
It was a
but
nudge,
it was
maybe,
enough.
but
But as you can see, Eric, now I know you're out here scouting for other talent to surround yourself with, like any
Absolutely.
good champion would.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Especially coming from a guy who was in the Army, one of the founding members of the Army with Playboy Buddy Rose and Ed Wiskowski.
absolutely.
Without a doubt, you're going to be looking to form maybe a new Army.
You know
and
what I
maybe
thought
this is a
about
guy. Yeah, have you really thought about it?
I've been thinking about it. I've got a few cards up my sleeves. Petrov off the top rope. That's a surprise right there.
With a miss.
With the miss, that's true,
He missed.
man. He
But
did
I'm going to
miss.
give him a little bit of credit for getting his chubby self up to the top rope.
Exactly,
I'm afraid to
exactly.
do that. I don't even do that.
Oh,
What is this? A
Void now just choking him out.
some sort of submission.
What do you call that, Eric?
thing.
a wraparound sleeper hold, I'm guessing.
Look how Void arches his back
Maybe it's
like
a-
that.
Maybe it's a. Oh, that's a pin. 2. No, Void kicks out. What is that? A wraparound rear naked choke?
Petrov trying to get out of that, but he's in the middle of the ring. There's nowhere to go. He's in trouble.
But Petrov's holding him down for a pin almost.
Well, technically, Void's shoulders are down. Maybe Rex is not in position
Well,
to notice.
but at the same time, Void is in the dominant position, so I don't think you can go for a pinfall there.
Petrov he's refusing to tap.
Well, this guy has a lot of grit.
That's
I'm telling you
2.
what.
That's 2. And nope. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's got his last wind.
Most people don't know that Gregor Petrov spent 6 years in Megadon, which is one of the city in Siberia where they send all the prisoners to work in the work camps. He spent 6 years chopping down trees to feed the fires of Mother Russia.
And he just did that for training.
Yeah, he's kind of like Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins. He just goes to prison to be
Oh.
put in there to fight.
Minutes gone.
Oriental
8
thumb.
minutes gone.
He's giving him the Oriental spike. I guess he's giving Void a little taste of his own home country.
The preferred nomenclature is Asian American, dude.
Yeah. Tell that to Terry Gordy.
who you also defeated, if I'm not mistaken, when you did that tour of Japan back in early 80s.
Absolutely. Him and Steve Dr. Death Williams, you can ask them both.
Put Steve Williams out.
Yeah.
2 count. Oh, Petrov cheating now. Getting up on the ropes. And these two are just beating the hell out of each other here at Blue Collar Wrestling, ripping Wayne Roche.
Yeah, I'm surprised Petrov isn't going for the knee anymore. Like you said earlier, it's been worked on for the last month or so pretty heavily.
And that's the one problem that Gregor Petrov has is a lack of focus. And I think a man like Eric Hansen, who was trained by Colonel De Beers, who's defeated Roddy Piper and the grappler.
I was polished by Colonel De Beers.
Polished by Colonel De Beers, you're right. My mistake.
Farmer Brown's friends who taught me.
Show.
Farmer Burns taught you?
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
So Frank Gotch was my sparring partner for a few
Think
years.
we're done now. No, he's out. Jeez. Petrov coming back for
I'm
more.
the one who got him ready for George Hackenschmidt.
Not that he had to really prepare much for a bodybuilder from Europe.
Yeah, really. I mean,
Frank
just pretty much wiped the floor with him.
Most people
So
don't know.
Damon's
Now,
distracting
what is
Petrov.
Damon doing out here?
What is
And that's for the
1,
win.
2, 3?
Damon Scythe and Deophila Dabashi cost Gregor Petrov the win.
Damon blows it again
Here
by
tonight.
distracting his own wrestler.
And your winner,
Damon blows it again by coming out during every damn match we have here at BCW.
Hey, the power is in the book, my friend.
I've noticed.
And Petrov is not happy about it. Oh. Uh-oh. He's so mad he's lost his accent.
And Deophila Dabashi enjoying a piece of cake while he walks to the back. The madman from the Sudan. No, that's not him. What is he, the Yemeni strangler?
The
Petrov and not taking his eyes off of
And Void is
Damon.
limping a little bit on his way to the back. He had the hell kicked out of him.
I
here
was
in this
going to
match.
say Void is the victor, but he does not look like a winner.
And that's what I was saying. We needed to work on that knee a little more, Petrov, and then you would have that totally under control.
You know, Eric, a lot of people don't realize that actually you also went to England and, you trained in the Snake Pit there in Lancashire.
Yes,
You
I did.
actually are former Cornish wrestling champion, former collar and elbow champion, former Frontier Rough and Tumble champion.
And from what people don't know is I am also a 2-time jacket champion.
That would be the Cornish style. Yes. I mentioned that.
Just making sure that everybody heard.
I want to make sure everyone knows the illustrious career of Eric
What did
Hansen.
you think of that?
It's amazing what you can do when you have a flux capacitor in the back of a DeLorean.
And I also hold the championship in Queensberry Rules.
Ooh, wow, look at that.
I sit on a chair and got this crap all over my legs.
Rodeo Cole wearing the beautiful And One pants available at your local Walmart.
Every local Walmart.
That's every local Walmart. That's true.
And it came with crap in the back. So
And the shoes don't last. I'll just throw that out
My
there.
dad forgot to say earlier that we do want to make public. Are you guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
No. This
Wait.
is like explosive news. Are you ready for this?
Explosive news.
Are you ready?
Is it possible to have explosive news in
Blue Collar
BCW?
Wrestling
get it right.
has a new partial owner.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Can anybody guess who it is?
Patty.
I bet it's the guy
You
standing in the
can't
ring.
afford it.
No, the guy standing in
No,
the ring
it's
doesn't have
not me.
enough
I
money to
can't
buy a
afford it
wrestling
either.
promotion.
Oh, he just said he
He's
can't
our
afford it.
number one sponsor, Patty.
Patty, all right.
Patty's Home Plate here in
Bam.
St. John's. The best breakfast you could have, the best milkshakes you could have.
33 and a third owner.
Change around here.
Wow, she's the
You guys
33%.
will see.
That's pretty
It's
good.
gonna be great.
But I'm pretty sure she's been
Are you ready
33% for a
your
while.
main event?
What's Lone Star going to have to say about that now that he's just 33% too?
No, guys. This is the main event. Are
No,
you
he might be
ready?
34.
Hey, and I want you guys to look at the car right over there. Is that the guy from Hustle and Flow?
That's what it looks like.
Hey!
This is, again, why I mentioned a few weeks ago that I should have a camera so I can point out the things around ringside that interest me.
Yes, exactly.
Like Terrence Howard from Hustle and Flow. And the first Iron Man.
And the naked bicyclist to Portland over there.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, wait, he's got shorts on.
And lime green tattoo playing on her phone.
Weighing in at 232 pounds.
232, are you sure?
32 pounds.
He is the World Powers
He's 232 pounds?
I don't know. I'm 245. He looks a little bit heavier in the trunk than I am.
Well, muscle weighs more than fat, Eric. Everyone knows that.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true.
Petrov coming out for support, but not liking it.
Everyone knows that the only thing Deafula Dabashi eats is the souls of Jews and Christians.
And children. I've seen it.
And
But he's eating a
Petrov is,
burrito right now, too.
I'm surprised Petrov's out here with these guys after they just cost him that match.
He's not happy. Him and Damon got into a little shoving match coming through the door.
Yeah, but that's a sign of a younger kid who just wants to fit in, doesn't exactly know where his place is. You know what? Maybe it's time for me to teach him on what you do to the teachers that you surround yourself with when they do you no good anymore.
Yeah, you know, I'm surprised because Damon Scythe, he never beat Roddy Piper.
Nope.
Never beat the Grappler.
Nope.
Never beat Rip Oliver.
Nope.
Scott Peterson.
Uh-uh.
Demolition Crush.
And Brian Adams in
And
a three-way.
the American Ninja Brian Adams
in a
three-way.
Pinned them both.
A hot three-way. I also believe that you did that you were stripped of the belts, but I do believe you beat Ron and Don Harris for the NWA Pacific Northwest Tag Team titles.
I did.
But Don Owen wouldn't allow that.
Yeah, he said that he couldn't have one guy hold the belt, so they had a tournament. To which I told him, I said, well, you know what? I think maybe Scotty the Body and Grappler, or maybe Grappler and Steve Dahl deserve them because they're the ones that put up a little bit more of a fight. So that's when,
of course,
that's when they became tag team champions.
So you're actually eating something.
Deafula
that a
Dabashi
fan
continuing to
brought
eat here at ringside. He's very hungry tonight.
you. He's a fan.
And I guess he's eating something that a fan had dropped.
You guys know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hungry for?
You're eating something that he brought you. So eat.
Short girls.
No. What I'm
I
saying is
love
you
short
lose.
girls.
Do you
let me
really?
tell you.
I
I
love
do.
short girls. I love girls that are
It was the
4'10".
fans' fault.
4'8".
As long as they're over 18.
Yeah.
That could have X-Lax in it. You can get
Preferably
a
over
blood clot or
25.
something here in a minute.
Over 25, really?
Not crazy. Preferably over 25 and not crazy. They're a little calmed down then.
Yeah, because when I was limo riding with Ric Flair, he was 18 to 24.
Eric Hansen, the fifth horseman.
That's right. The fifth horseman and the fourth Freebird, man. Everybody knows that.
Here's your blue.
Paul Roma actually jumped Eric Hansen from behind, and that's how he got his spot in the horseman.
Yep.
The crowd coming alive for CJ Edwards here tonight at Blue Collar Wrestling.
All four of them.
All four
Speaking of short girls.
Speaking of great booking,
Hey, Bulldog.
I wasn't talking about that short girl, Wayne. Yeah. She's taller when she lays down.
Yep.
That's the way I like them.
I've actually noticed Eric Hansen likes girls with melon heavies, if you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't too proud to beg for booty, my friend.
But you never have to beg. I mean, you franchised the Fifth Horseman, former originator of the Army with Buddy Rose and
Absolutely.
Ed Wiskowski.
Yes. The fourth Freebird.
The fourth Freebird, that's true. Well, technically the fifth Freebird, if you count Jimmy Garvin, right?
No, Jimmy Garvin was a fill-in. Okay, fourth Freebird was myself. But then I had a little bit of difficulties with Michael Hayes on who the real leader was, so they brought in Jack Daniels to be the fourth Freebird. And then they threw Jimmy Garvin in there because they needed a little bit of a flair.
Sure.
But then Jimmy Garvin was, because he was trying to be the poster child for the Freebirds, you can't have two, stunning,
And
superstars.
You know what's
I'm trying to
interesting,
find
Wayne?
flamboyance.
Most
There we
people
go.
don't know this, but back in 1993, Eric Hansen wrestled a match against C.W. Bergstrom after he'd already won the NWA Pacific Northwest Tag Team title. He wrestled a match, and he's the reason that C.W. Bergstrom no longer has the mustache and the mullet.
Really?
Yep. I chopped it. Chopped it right off.
Dang.
I'm surprised you haven't done it to Damon's and collected that $3,000.
All in due time. I need to get Chief Atakula Kula. I mean, CW can come out and claim that he's still the champion. I have the footage that claims that he's not.
Sure.
So,
Proves that he's not.
yeah, that's what I meant. Or that's what I said, too. I
And
said
what
that.
you meant.
Yeah.
Both.
Okay.
You say what you mean and mean what you say.
Absolutely. Now, Damon Scythe, on the other hand, is still giving me my world title shot at Chief Atakula Kula. That way I can hold two major titles. Because the UIWA declares that Chief Atakula Kula is a world champion, even though United States and Puerto Rico apparently is the entire world.
Well, I figured you were
But-
going to probably go after the NWA world title.
Well, that's all in due time. Rob Conway is a good friend of mine. I don't want to take away all his glory right at this moment.
Not at this moment, but
Yeah.
later.
But everybody's got a price, man.
That's true.
Well, I was just going to ask who this ref is, and as he's doing a pat down.
Well, I can tell you who that ref is. That's Josh Barr, son of legendary referee Sandy Barr.
oh, beautiful.
C.J. Edwards with a phenomenal drop kick after having a fork stuck in his head. This kid is sensational.
He's still drinking water between every. Oh, wait. Splashes the crowd.
You have no idea how hard you can hit somebody with an open water bottle. Those things sting.
I bet.
My goodness.
Deafola already riled up, already pissed at the fans here in attendance at Blue Collar Wrestling. Damon Scythe grabbing a leg, pulling CJ out of the ring, but then he backs off like a coward.
Well, he's got to save his strength.
No, he's got to protect the booking position.
He had a rough night with a drunk former Pacific Northwest superstar, man.
No comment. Wayne, what do you think about this awesome action here at Blue Collar Wrestling tonight?
It seems to have prematurely started and flickered out pretty quick.
Premature things usually typical for you, Wayne?
No.
Okay,
Well, see,
good.
I would see Damon Scythe's situation being premature. Everything in Damon Scythe's life is pretty premature.
Yeah, he just got pulled down by Petrov. Face plant to the mat.
See, the Petrov thing is really bugging with me. What is he still doing out here?
What's he doing with these guys?
What are they really gaining for him?
I don't know.
Or what are they holding over him?
There you go, Wayne. What are they holding over Grigor Petrov?
What
Legal
Whoa.
citizenship, maybe? Green card?
Green card?
I'm not.
Work
Honestly,
visa?
Grigor Petrov is a phenomenal international superstar. Do you really think that he would care about a green card? I mean, everybody from the South doesn't.
Oh, CJ on that
CJ
hard
falls on the blacktop hard.
Oh, and then he wraps his fist in his headgear. Oh, and another shot.
They get back into the ring. Maybe we'll get this fight going.
Okay, he pulls forks out of his knee pads, right? What do you think he carries in that headdress?
Did you know that fork was given to him by his uncle?
Abdullah.
The Butcher. The madman from the Dudan.
I think the boots came from him, too. Either that or he's really excited and they
I
cut
think
I
it.
heard he
from
went all the
the-
way to the North Pole and got those boots from an elf.
I thought they were from the late Robin Williams.
Ooh,
Too soon.
Too soon, my friend.
Way too soon.
You got to give it at least another day or two.
At least another month or two for
They
me.
look like the genie boots, that's all.
The genie boots. Oh, gotcha.
When he was the genie.
Yeah, got it. I don't know. Can you real time animation?
You can't real-time animation.
Roger Rabbit, excuse me.
Oh, touche. Cool World. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
That's not real-time. That's live-action mixed with animation.
Really? I don't
Somebody
know.
had to go in and animate each frame of the movie still.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I saw that Acme old man playing patty cake with Jessica Rabbit.
Yep. And
That
the
was
weather
a hot
guy
game of patty cake,
doesn't
too.
really fly over the city either, right?
How you gonna patty cake a cartoon?
Hey,
Unless
how
they-
come you're not
real
flying
time.
around the copter here tonight,
I
Wayne?
was going to, but
The matches are so good that you couldn't even take your eyes off of them for a second.
yeah, I needed to stay here on the mic and see what was going on.
Keep me under control.
I'm afraid I
Another
would be
bite.
distracted if I flew a helicopter over this match, and I might crash into one of these
I am
guys.
distracted by the black girl at ringside in the white shirt.
Which one?
The one right
Oh,
over there.
all the way over
She's
there.
part of the C.J. Edwards clan.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Well,
She
you
could
don't want
be-
that then.
She could be part of the Ku Klux Klan. I wouldn't care. She's beautiful.
Okay, Petrov on the ring apron trying to get Josh Barr. Does Petrov not realize that Josh Barr also was a tremendous amateur wrestler?
And do they not see that?
Well, he was. I saw it.
Okay. You have the tape of that, too.
I do. World class. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
He,
Grandma's going to slap him?
yeah, man.
She's been waiting for that for months. Let's get another round of that. Let's get another round of that. Come on. No. Who else is going to get him?
I'm pretty sure Josh Barr pulled a groin, and that's why they sent Kurt Angle to the Olympics that year.
And you know what? Cheater Bar needs to pay attention to what's going on outside the ring here.
I think he's paid off, too.
Ooh, big stifling forearm.
His dad, Mo Bar, was always, not paying attention to what was going on at ringside. Doesn't surprise me. Like father, like son.
What is it, suplex to the inside, maybe?
If he can get him over the rope.
I don't know if CJ can get the big man up. Barely.
Oh,
my
dropped him
God.
on his head.
Yeah, where's Colonel De Beers when we need him?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the red bag would be coming out.
Couple elbows to the face.
It's Natty Ice time.
CJ
Oh,
trying to get the crowd riled up.
using the man's own head for leverage. That's brilliant.
I see the young lady over by the telephone pole with the ice cream cone. She has the right idea. The wind blowing
Nice, Wayne.
through her hair.
I liked that reference. That
Yeah,
was really
very good.
I could use some ice
Let
cream.
me tell
right
you
now.
what, this is Portland and she's on the street corner. That's not an ice cream cone.
And
This is North Portland.
we are in North Portland. So, yes, you are correct.
CJ Edwards from the middle. Oh, and they go down slowly.
Taking all three of the powers down.
And Eric Hansen is the greatest commentator the Northwest has ever seen, in my opinion. He calls it how he sees it.
Is that or is that not what just happened?
You very accurately and efficiently described
Oh.
exactly what you were looking at.
Pink hair is almost getting her ass whooped by Dabashi there.
Watch out, don't trust those
Boston.
gypsies.
Dabashi. Oh, with a soda can. Giving himself a little bit of a refreshment before he goes. And CJ crawls back out for more.
It just amazes me how many people are here to enjoy this action. I got Rexy Classic in front of me, referee Rexy Classic watching the action. I saw former NWWA promoter Dan Klosser here. I've seen HPG Pro promoter Dave Hollenbeck here.
We still have the movie guy over here. He's out of his car
Oh,
now.
he is now, yes.
Yeah, Hustle and Flow got
Has-
out of the car.
Small Asian children in the car with him.
We got the,
Very weird.
the cone
Lime
maker
Green
still
put
here.
her phone down.
Oh, Lime Green's watching the event. Good.
She even put her glasses on to see.
And the only reason, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering why are we talking about everything except what's going on with the match, is because we can't see the match right now. They're outside the ring beating the hell out of each other, as you can probably see if you clicked the live video stream at CouvRadio.com.
Yeah, with the wide shot, you could see the outside of the ring. CJ doing some of his martial art moves. It looks like he's spinning around anyway.
And since when
Up
did the
and-
Gypsies
oh.
become like the personal security crew for BCW here?
The same time that the Hills Angels did with Altamont.
Wow.
Too soon.
Too soon. That was like 50 years ago. That's like saying it's too soon to say, well, what was JFK talking about when he got shot? He looked around and he goes, really? Dallas? I need this place like I need a hole in the head.
Hey, now,
Oh.
now Playboy Buddy Rose, another man that polished you up, Eric Hansen, after you
CJ's
defeated him.
getting roped attack on the outside by Damon. Sorry to interrupt you there.
I'm sorry to talk about Eric Hansen some more. I just like talking about him. He's such an incredible athlete. I can't help myself.
Most people can't. Look at my Facebook page.
I noticed.
Big shout out to Brian Spence. Love you, brother.
I noticed that today, too. I didn't even comment. I just couldn't.
Hibashi biting below the belt.
And he tried to catch his spit in his own mouth.
Fell in his
That
eye.
wasn't
It's
spit.
okay.
Oh. What is that? A sideways mule kick? No, a fist to the chop to the chest.
Got a few of those
He
there.
needs to work on that. Flair would not be happy. Into a sleeper. That's a Northwest Wrestling move. Roddy Piper made that famous.
That is true. He made that famous before you kicked his ass.
It is. Yeah, that's the truth. Wiped the mat with him. He's the reason that he took off to. I'm the reason that he took off to WWE.
True. You're also the guy that ran Killer Tim Brooks out of the Northwest.
Yep. And Hacksaw. That's why Hacksaw only kind of shook my hand and walked away.
And if I'm not mistaken, you're also the guy that ran Jason Sullivan out of NWWA.
I think he pretty much did that on his own.
I don't think he actually ran. I don't think he's ever ran, but
Yeah.
walked briskly for a few feet.
And Bulldog is back.
Bulldog Bob Brown is here?
Here we go. No, I just got a kiss from the Bulldog.
Oh, I know what you're
Interesting
talking about.
story. We were talking about, the upper female anatomy being called puppies. She was talking about how, then hers should be called bulldogs because they're cute. And I said, okay, so from now on, I call her Bulldog.
Nice. Bulldog Bob Brown III loves Eric Hansen.
Oh,
Beautiful Hurricane Rana from the second rope by C.J. Edwards. Deafulla Dabashi looks a little dazed.
he is slow to get up.
reaching up for ring ropes that aren't even there.
1. Nope. Shoulder came up at 1.
Referee Josh Barr getting right in there.
Debashi's looking a little bit worried. I don't think he was counting on CJ to have this much fire. Now we're going into a chop fest.
Well, do not underestimate C.J. Edwards. Without a doubt, one of the top 5 wrestlers in the Northwest today.
Debachi's looking a little slow and wore down right now. CJ doing one of his.
Oh, lion salt.
We got non-paid fans on the outside really liking this acrobatic performance.
Liking it even better because they're watching for free.
Because they're watching for. But they
Don't
didn't get
worry,
free
the
hot dog.
booking's so good here, they'll be back next week to pay.
Well, there are no more.
Yeah, I'm
seats.
pretty sure that the people who did pay are kind of pissed off that they actually paid.
That's only because they didn't get to see Eric Hansen take on C.W. Bergstrom for the NWA
Let
Pacific
me
Northwest
tell
Heavyweight
you
title.
What, I swear,
If I had paid,
7 to
I'd
14 days, man. 7 to 14 days when my ankle is all healed.
And
I'm
you're
whooping
going to be
CW.
the undisputed,
Undisputed.
NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion.
Undisputed after I wipe CW again after 22 years. Let me tell you what, it's like Randy the Ram and the Sheik all over again.
Last time you took his mullet, this time you're taking his career, I hope.
Might even take his wife if somebody didn't already do that. You can't trust Franklin High School, man, I'm telling you.
I don't trust any school system in Portland, Oregon. They're terrible.
Yeah.
That's why everyone moves to the great state of Washington. Now C.J. Edwards building up a head of steam here.
Double clothesline.
Both men in trouble. Josh Barr making the count.
Anybody ever realize how much that Josh Barr looks like Tommy Celsius?
I have noticed that in the past and just never said anything. Except for the nose. Deifu Itabashi and C.J. Edwards now just throwing a series of rights back and forth.
Or
C.J.
as-
with a couple kicks.
As Gordon Soley would say, exchanging fisticuffs.
And Wayne, you just seem to be really enthralled with this matchup here. That or you're getting sleepy.
No, I am enthralled. There's a lot of action, and here we go. Damon holding CJ up against the ropes. Petrov giving some punches to the back, and
Damon gets hit in the face for his troubles. And that's it. C.J. Edwards retains the title here at Blue Collar Wrestling tonight.
the Debachi misses, knocks out Damon. CJ pins.
Hard-fought battle between both men.
Unbelievable action here tonight at Blue Collar Wrestling.
And Petrov tearing into him.
Was that the main event, Eric?
I do believe so.
I want to know why all the kids are running around here with their mascara running like they've been crying.
They're all fans of Emperor Void here
Oh,
at
the
Blue
Void
Collar
strike.
Wrestling. Hey, if you missed this night of free action at BCW, don't miss it next week.
If you missed it this week for free, don't miss it next week when you have to pay. It'll be worth every penny.
You can come watch Eric Hansen put C.W. Bergstrom on his ass and keep the NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title around his waist.
We'll retire him for good because that other company couldn't do it.
And that's a shoot. Hey, Wayne, thanks
Yes.
for letting me come down here.
Oh, thank
Spend
you.
a couple hours with you on a Sunday.
We had a blast tonight.
Hey, Lugwrench, if you're still listening, stop texting me throughout the whole show and just let me do my job, dude. I know you're a big mark for Rocky Classic. You wanted me to have him come back on the mic, but
We
he's
did that.
busy right now in the back because he's a big shot. He's making the calls, doing his thing, trying to bring in the legends.
Putting his team together.
Eric Hansen, thanks for joining us for these last two matches, too.
Thank you very much for having me.
Hey.
It's been my pleasure.
Hey, thanks for bringing back the NWA Pacific Northwest title and making it mean something because C.W. Bergstrom couldn't.
Exactly. But it's not his fault. He was, when you're the last guy that Don Owens got because Vince has stolen the rest of your talent, you got to go somewhere, right?